Hi, my name is Pietruszko and I would like to tell you about RE4ORM. Oftentimes when I'm working on a track or scoring a picture, I don't really have time to program complex synth patches with a lot of intricate modulation routings. Often when I need just another layer in my track, I would open one of the monster synths, only to use like 5% of their capabilities. I would adjust the oscillators, the filter, the basic envelopes, perhaps an LFO to keep things moving, and then just slap on some effects for a bigger sound. But this would usually take me a lot of time because I would have to go into different views, different menus, different tabs, set up routings and stuff. And I find that this often gets in the way of my productivity and prevents me from actually getting things done. And I appreciate that many people feel the same way and don't have the time or the need to dive into the depths of synthesis to get their sounds. And they just want to make music, because ultimately that's what it's all about. That's why we created RE4ORM. We wanted to give you a tool to create your sounds easily, in a way that's also fun and creative. But don't get fooled by the seemingly simple layout, because as you'll find when browsing the factory sound bank, there are a lot of sounds you can get out of RE4ORM. For RE4ORM's design, we wanted to go beyond the basic ingredients of subtractive synthesis. That's why we used an additive oscillator to provide you with a wide palette of sounds, starting with basic wave shapes, moving on to some real instrument sounds, and some really quirky bits and glitches. Then we wanted effects to make your sound bigger and richer. But instead of a lot of adjustable parameters you can endlessly tweak and get nowhere, we created simple XY fields when you just drag a crosshair around to quickly dial in the sound you want, and you can even automate the position for some real-time variation in your tracks. And finally, the freeform filter and its LFO. This is a powerful tool that lets you shape your sound in a number of ways, when you can input a free draw LFO curve and loop it around to create morphing and evolving of your sounds for some textures, pads, drones, and even tempo synced some quick changes for some synth sequences and percussive tracks. I even use it as a multi-segment envelope in one-shot mode for your basses and wobbles. And all of this without really relying on any synthesis knowledge, and even complete beginners will get around the interface in no time to create cool sounds and move on to making music, because that's the idea behind RE4ORM.